Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Biochemistry by Dr. Tejas Shah. Today we'll see about the metabolism of alanine with glucose-alanine cycle. So first we see some key points regarding alanine. Alanine is optically active amino acid. As you can see in the structure, it contains asymmetric carbon atom. Alanine is having non-polar side chain. It is non-essential amino acid or also called dispensable amino acid, and it is a major gluconeogenic amino acids. We will see during discussion how it is considered as a major gluconeogenic amino acid. So first we see about the synthesis of alanine. So alanine is synthesized from two important sources. First is pyruvate by the important reaction called transamination reaction. Pyruvate is transaminated to form alanine. You can also very well know that transamination reactions require pyridoxal phosphate as a coenzyme. So this is the first important source by which the alanine is synthesized by transamination reaction. Second important source is the tryptophan. So by the series of 8 steps, the tryptophan is converted into the alanine and alpha ketoadipic acid. Okay, so two important sources by which alanine is synthesized. One is the pyruvate by the transamination reaction and from the tryptophan. Now we'll see the degradation and the utilization of alanine. So alanine is again degraded to form pyruvate. The reaction is the same, that is transamination reaction. So alanine is transaminated to form pyruvate. The enzyme is alanine aminotransferase, ALT, also called SGPT, and it requires pyridoxal phosphate as a coenzyme. So alanine and alpha ketoglutarate transaminated to form glutamic acid and pyruvate. So here is transferred to form glutamic acid, which is further enters into the urea cycle, and ammonia is converted to the urea, and pyruvate is further utilized to form glucose. So it is now called a glucogenic amino acid. Now one of the important aspect regarding alanine is glucose alanine cycle. This cycle is very important as far as the starvation and fasting is concerned. Another important thing regarding alanine is alanine transports ammonia from skeletal muscles to the liver. We'll see how. As you can see this cycle, this is called glucose alanine cycle. So you can see in the muscle during the activity, that is muscular contraction, the energy is provided by the major glycolytic pathway, that is glycolysis. So glucose undergo glycolysis to form pyruvate, and at the same time muscle protein breakdown liberates the amino acids and ammonia amino group, which is trapped to form the glutamic acid, and glutamic acid transferred its amino group to the pyruvate by the transamination reaction to form alanine. So enzyme is alanine aminotransferase, and glutamate is converted to alpha ketoglutarate. So now you can see ammonia is now in the alanine. So alanine through the blood enters into the liver, and in the liver cytosol again it combines with the alpha ketoglutarate and transaminated to form again the pyruvate, and here the amino group is now form the glutamate. So glutamate donates the ammonia to the urea cycle, and it is further excreted, and this pyruvate, which is formed from the alanine by transamination, undergo the gluconeogenesis to form glucose, and through the blood it is again reutilized by the muscle. So this cycle is called glucose alanine cycle. But here in the muscle, the glycolysis is anaerobic glycolysis. So pyruvate is further converted to the lactic acid also. So how the body get rid of the excess lactic acid is through this Cori's cycle. So how this Cori's cycle takes place? So here you can see in the muscular contraction is formed, which is also transported to the blood, enters into the liver, and it also acts as a source of the gluconeogenesis. So it is converted back to the glucose, and this glucose again enters or utilized by the muscles for the activity. So you can say that glucose alanine cycle and along with the Cori's cycle, these two important cycles takes place and provide the energy. And here one important enzyme is the alanine aminotransferase. Now we'll see some important points regarding alanine aminotransferase. So Alanine aminotransferase catalyzes the reversible reaction, that is alanine to pyruvate and pyruvate to alanine. It is also called serum glutamate pyruvate transaminase, that is SGPT. Normal value is 10 to 40 international unit per liter. So it is the marker of hepatocellular damage, and the high levels are seen in hepatitis. The most common cause is viral hepatitis. Now important point regarding the beta alanine. So amino group in beta alanine is attached to the beta carbon, and that's why it is called beta alanine. It is formed from catabolism of the cytosine and uracil, that is pyrimidine bases, and this beta alanine is used for synthesis of coenzyme A, an important compound, that is the active form of the pantothenic acids. So this coenzyme A contains the portion of the beta alanine. And these are my references for this presentation. Thank you all. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell button to get all the notifications. Thank you all.